I do love this product because honestly, Diana and what she's brought has really changed the way that I look at doing laundry, because I am one of those people who maybe like you hates ironing. Hated it, would run even a brand new t-shirt with a wrinkle in it to the dry cleaner to get those wrinkles out. That's how much I loathed it. All I knew, or all I needed to learn, was that I just need the right iron to make it quick, easy, and effective. And what she's brought is from Rowenta, one of the biggest names in iron. This is our Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Steamium 1800-watt steam iron. Uses very cool technology to, again, easily get rid of wrinkles and make them look professionally pressed. Here's the deal. More than 35,000 have been sold here at QVC. We are no longer making them in this version in the color choices that you have, because you have teal or a purple choice. And we have it $32 off retail. Free shipping and handling as well, and an easy pay price of $16.49. And you're looking at video of just some of the features of all that goes into making an iron. And what makes this different than the $30 iron that I see at the grocery store?
Well, there's even so many differences between this and typical Rowenta irons. This is sort of the cream of the crop. Okay. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week is the event of the year. There's a spring and a fall. We have been for many years the official garment care sponsor of Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, and we have the honor of creating a tool that they use on their expensive fashions, but also sometimes we get to bring it here to QVC. So sort of a limited edition, because we're not making any more, but giving you top-of-the-line power, 1800 watts, most allowed by law. 400 micro steam holes in the sole plate, and I'll show you the difference of that in typical irons, especially if you don't like to iron what you might own. Goes all the way to the tip of the iron, a 3D sole plate, and so many other great features made in Germany. This is going to cut your ironing time in half, but it's also going to give you a professional result with very little effort. This is linen. Ugh. When you think about linen, so sometimes it wrinkles when you look at it. What I love about Rowenta is because we put out so much more steam, and this iron, because it's called the Steamium, puts out 30% more steam than your typical Rowenta iron, because it pumps the water onto the sole plate. So here's an example. If you're thinking, I don't like to iron, I don't want to be bothered, but you know you don't like to leave home wrinkled, this is why you might consider Rowenta. If your iron looks like this, if it's small, it doesn't have many holes, you can see it gets scratched, you know, you paid 20, 30, 40 bucks for it. The inside of this iron, this is where water goes. This is the only place where water can go to create steam, if it will. Here's ours, 400 micro steam holes, that 3D sole plate, which is a new technology, and a steam chamber that is so much bigger, deeper, and can take the water to give you steam like this. And steam is the story. The steam is what makes your wrinkles disappear.
The steam has changed my life, because again, for me, just bringing home new clothes from the store that had been sitting on a shelf folded and having wrinkles in it, I hated my iron so much, I was paying all this money running them to a dry cleaner to get out some wrinkles.
And how much is your time worth? I mean, you've got to find time to go pick them up.
Sure.
For me, you know, we're both moms. I don't always have time. Actually, I hardly have time to get out the ironing board, but I do have time to put tap water in this, pick out my outfit, 30-second heat of time, and do this. Wouldn't this be the way to get ready for work, for church, for going out with friends, for getting your kids off to school? This is going to save you time. Because of 1800 watts, this is going to allow you to steam and freshen clothes vertically.
Well, that's the thing.
It's like having a steamer and an iron in one. In fact, I often mention you can go out to QVC.com right now and get a really nice Rowenta full-size steamer. And a lot of people like those. But if you want a steamer and an iron, this is what you're getting.
You just need one appliance too, and you get the power of both. That's the beauty of it. And you're getting the name of the trust of the brand Rowenta that created, I believe, the first steam iron, didn't they?
They've been in business over 100 years. German engineering and design. They created the first steam iron. You know, these are experts. Rowenta is an expert in steam ironing and steamers. And what's so nice is they keep making it better and better, but they don't make it so technology
too
difficult that you aren't able to do it.
Because you're just using regular old tap water, nothing else.
And I'm gliding this. Now, the other thing I want to point out about this iron is so smart that I didn't even have to worry about how much steam to set. There's no lever. This iron, you set the dial on the fabric that you're ironing and you squeeze this trigger. When you pull the trigger when it's in a horizontal position, do you see it's starting to steam? It pulls the steam out for precisely the amount of steam that you need for the garment that you're ironing. Then when you vertically steam, you use the burst of steam button. So that's how you get the perfect press, the perfect collar, the perfect result, but in half the time. I mean, that's what I love too, is that you are investing in a tool, but yet you're not investing in a throwaway tool. You should have your Rowenta for years, and you should be able to rely on the fact that it's going to get you in and out of the house quickly and looking great.
Because think about it, we're just heading in back to school time.
Yes.
All those rushed mornings. If your children wear school uniforms,
Oh, yes.
you know that that uniform has to be pressed, has to look good. They can't show up a hot mess. Think of the time you'll save, how great their uniforms will look, and actually how better treated they will be because you're not running them to a dry cleaner, which can be really hard on fabrics and actually destroy your
Breaks down
clothing.
the fabrics.
If your husband wears work uniforms, or
Yes,
if you
you
wear
do.
work uniforms, you know, yes, you're always pulling out that iron. You're spending a lot of time pressing these clothes. Why not do it faster, quicker, more easily, and again, have better looking clothing? We spend a lot of money on our clothing. We want them to look good. We don't have to spend a lot of money on taking them to the professionals to
Right.
keep them looking good.
And it has to be easy, Stace. I
Well-
mean, you have to know that when you turn this on, it does not take like some kind of special knowledge to do it. You're going to fill it with water, you're going to set the dial, you're going to put it on the garment, and you're going to move across it. And if you have too many wrinkles in it, you need a little extra burst, then you burst it. This should be your workhorse. This should say, you know what, I got this covered. This is going to be fast, easy, and I'm going to look great.
And I noticed through the demonstration, you're not going back over the same spot,
That's right.
you know, 3-4 times. It's almost like one sweep, 2 sweeps, it's done. It glides, you're not pressing hard on that. Again, that's the power of the steam. I'm
Yes.
offering this to you, again, limited quantities. There's no reorder, not making this again because these were left over from the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. Look at that seam in that press.
perfect.
You have your choice of teal and purple, and the teal being very popular this morning. Free shipping and handling, and our best easy pay. So yes, you are getting a luxury high-end iron, but you're getting it home for $16.49, and that's at no extra charge to be able to break up that payment. All you have to do is order with a credit card. It's V33177. Truly, it is an iron that has changed so much for me, especially has saved me a ton of money. So